couple attacked on Miami Beach, and the woman told police she had to bite the attacker's penis to escape. The suspect has been identified as Alex Innocent, but police say he's anything but. Officers say the 28-year-old attacked a man and a woman after leaving a nightclub on Ocean Drive last week. Police say Innocent punched the man, knocking him unconscious. The suspect then took the woman to a rooftop where she says he threatened to kill her if she did not perform sex acts. That's when police say she bit the man's private parts before escaping. Surveillance video shows the woman running away after the terrifying attack. Moments later, you can see the man police say is the suspect leaving the same building while limping. Miami Beach resident Mitch Novick, who gave us the video, says he's glad the suspect was caught.
It's just another disturbing crime in South Beach. I attribute it to this 5 a.m. nightlife, which hasn't brought any positive news to this area in over a decade.
Innocent was later arrested. He remains in jail facing sexual battery and kidnapping charges. He has no bond. A couple attacked on Miami Beach, and the woman told police she had to bite the attacker's penis to escape. The suspect has been identified as Alex Innocent, but police say he's anything but. Officers say the 28-year-old attacked a man and a woman after leaving a nightclub on Ocean Drive last week. Police say Innocent punched the man, knocking him unconscious. The suspect then took the woman to a rooftop where she says he threatened to kill her if she did not perform sex acts. That's when police say she bit the man's private parts before escaping. Surveillance video shows the woman running away after the terrifying attack. Moments later, you can see the man police say is the suspect leaving the same building while limping. Miami Beach resident Mitch Novick, who gave us the video, says he's glad the suspect was caught.
It's just another disturbing crime in South Beach. I attribute it to this 5 a.m. nightlife, which hasn't brought any positive news to this area in over a decade.
Innocent was later arrested. He remains in jail facing sexual battery and kidnapping charges. He has no bond.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and grit sackcloth upon your loins. Call Halayim La, Al-Banawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakat, Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and grit sackcloth upon your loins. And a great wake-up call is being performed and is going to be declared and practiced, before Yahweh Hashem Yahushua brings forth, the great judgment. And now the reason why I say it like that is because he had mercy upon this woman. Okay, the Jake that, basically wanted to ravish this woman, to receive fellatio, and more than likely was probably going to penetrate her. As you heard the people state and say that she was with a man. Okay, and obviously he knocked that dude out, grabbed her up, took her to the top of a building and demanded fellatio. Demanded a BJ. Okay, however you want to state it. And being stupid, which that was a stupid move. And she, found the opportunity to, basically bite the dude's joint and dipped out. And again, this is a prime example of the Lord, showing you what is going to occur in the very near future, man. Okay, because, me personally, if I'm attracted to a woman, and especially in a sexual manner, it's not going to take much for me to get aroused, man. Everything else is just a plus, but hey, that's just me personally. But obviously this Jake has some some issues with his health, his blood or whatever. And, you know, to make to think that everything's going to go good by you just threatening her and telling her to do something. She found the opportunity, and, you know, the Lord had mercy upon her, man. But again, Isaiah 32 verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, because these women have a careless spirit. Okay, even though she was with her husband, her man, you know, you had another man come up, you know, knock this dude out with one punch, obviously, snatch her up, you know, easily, and took her to top of a building to, you know, to perform sexual acts. Okay? And Esau's judgment is completely wrong, which we'll close out with that last precept. Okay? Because the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh is correct. Okay? Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless one, because these women are careless. Even with a man that more than likely she probably controlled. Because there's no reason, regardless of what city you're in, whether it be Miami, New York, Las Vegas, whatever, you should not be out damn near 6 o'clock in the morning partying, man. You know, it's nothing wrong taking you, so like you're taking your woman out, you know, showing your woman a nice time, but to literally be out to 6 a.m. in the morning is crazy, man. That basically shows me that you have no say-so and no control to dictate when you should be in the house with your woman, man. Okay, but again, and this also shows too, for you women, just by having a basic man of society is not going to protect you, man. Okay, Yahweh Shah said this. This is John 17 verse 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me, for they are thine. And he's talking about the remnant, the elect, the predestinated, the house of David that's being established right now. You know, also referring back to Isaiah, the chapter we just left, Isaiah 32 verse 2, and Isaiah 13 verse 12. The Lord's going to make a man, okay, not just any man, an Israelite man, his servant, his watchman, his seer, his mouthpiece. He's going to make that man a hiding place from all tribulations and afflictions that's going to be brought upon the earth, you know, for you women. And also too, it's going to be a very a small number of men, and the men that he's going to make finer than gold, make more fine than precious gold, are going to be the remnant, the elect, man. Okay, the house of David has been established and built right now before your eyes, so it cannot just be any man. It has to be first and foremost an Israelite man, and secondly of the elect, Adawan Ratzazah, man. The ones that's out here truthful, sincerely, humble, dedicated, devoted, doing everything that the Lord told them to do, man. Okay, and it's a prime example that the Lord is showing you, man. The Lord is showing you that just because you have a man is not going to keep a hedge of protection over you. Okay, you have to have a man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah first and foremost, man. Okay, and again, y'all are careless, man. St. John 17 verse 9 again. For I pray for them, the remnant, the elect. I pray not for the world, and that world is talking about the whole world of Israel. Okay, because Israel will be repopulated in the kingdom. Israel will be brought back into the blessing in the kingdom. But right now, the only ones that's going to receive this truth and receive guidance, protection, everything that we need in the very near future is the predestinated lot. Okay? Okay? The 1/3, and within that 1/3, you have the 144,000. All right? I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me. Okay, Yahweh chose those men and gave them to Yahushua, for they are thine. Okay, so, you know, as stated in St. John chapter 10, I believe verse 25 or 24 on down, it said, my Father is greater than all, roughly paraphrasing. You know, those that he have given me cannot be plucked out of my hand, or out of my Father's hand, roughly paraphrasing Salakia. Okay, but let's continue, because I want to make a point too, because, you know, there's no reason, regardless if you in your 20s, the 30s, whatever, man, there's no reason for you to be out damn near 6 o'clock in the morning clubbing it up just because you're a woman want to have some damn fun. You want to continue to please your woman. You want to show forth your obedience towards her, man, when it's supposed to be the other way around. And again, it's nothing wrong with showing your woman a nice time, taking your woman out, but to literally be out damn near 6 a.m. in the morning, hey man, you got what you deserve, man. Okay, real talk, because this is just a prelude of what's to come. This is 1 Esdras chapter 4, and I'm gonna read verses 26 to 27. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes, because you want to keep her happy. You want to make sure she's pleased. You want to make sure that what you can't keep a woman happy, man, because the more you try to attempt to accomplish that goal, the more she's going to want to the more she's going to ask for. Okay, you cannot please a woman. Okay, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, can't please a woman. Okay, she modifies her look, she modifies her her body, all these things, man. Shaving off her eyebrows, drawing on eyebrows, getting adjustments to her breasts and her behind, all these things, man. Wearing other people's hair, So if the Lord, if she don't like the way the Lord made her, then how can you make her happy? Okay. Verse 27, many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. And, this is a prime example of this man not, putting his foot down. You could have went off with some, did something, for an hour or two or something like that, then went home and then, playing something out. Breaking your own house and, just take the poom poom, just do something, just, what is it? Be unpredictable, man. Because what a woman desire: excitement, mayhem, chaos, okay, drama. All right. But now, since this has happened, this dude has lost his woman. She's never gonna go back to this dude, man. If a man can walk up, knock you the fuck out, literally knock your ass out, boom, bam, you sleep, snatch up your woman with ease. Take her. Yeah, you lost that one, man. She gone. She's gone. And I'm pretty sure she's not gonna check on you and see if you alright. Okay, but I also made another statement too, that the Lord showed her mercy. So let's get a precept for that. Okay, and this is gonna be a quick hit because this is self-explanatory, man. Because this is what's going to happen on a great scale in the future, man. Okay, you're gonna have men knocking out or even executing men and taking their women, man. And this is just an example of what's going to be brought forth. And look, 5:46 a.m. in the morning. Ain't that much fucking clubbing. Even in my young years, man, which I hated the fucking club, man. But my wife, she loved that bullshit. But things just made more grafted towards women in the society, man. Women are the number one consumers. Okay, but even in my young 20 years and everything else, man, the club ended at like 2:00. We grabbed something to eat and go the fuck home, man. We're not bar hopping or nothing like that. And everything really out here closes like at 2:00. Okay, all right, but let's grab this. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 15. He saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. And that's what the Lord did. The Lord had mercy upon this woman. He showed a little bit of compassion because, this Jake right here, which is, I can't believe his last name is Innocent. That's crazy. But this Jake right here, he could have, just popped her real quick and split her throat or something. Or if he had any logical sense, he probably could have tied her up, took her back to the crib, and just done whatever he wanted. Anything in general, okay, anything in general, man. But the Lord showed mercy and compassion upon her, put it in her head to do what she did, and it gave her time to flee from this dude and to be able to run and obviously more than likely probably call the authorities. Okay. But like I just stated, man, she her man, her husband, that relationship, that foundation is over with. Once something like this, once your woman, not even just right here. This is an example. If your woman see you get your ass whooped, that relationship is basically over. Because a woman, because she's not gonna feel protected with you, man. She's not gonna feel like you can protect her if anything happens. And this is a prime example that she know that the man that she was with cannot protect her. You got knocked out with a one-hitter quitter. Okay. So, but like I said, let's close out. The point is made. Like I said, Esau's judgment is off. What this dude try to do is in the law. And according to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, this is how it's supposed to be done. Self-explanatory, going to go straight to the point. Deuteronomy 22, and I'm going to start off at verse 25 to 27. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, okay, and the field is the world, and the damsel was with her husband when this happened, as you heard from the news, okay, and the man force her and lie with her. Now he attempted to force her to start the sexual act with fellatio. Okay, he wanted to, I guess, get his arousal started that way, then probably pop her. Okay, but continuing on, and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die. So why is that? Let's continue on, because this is a prime example of what she did. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man riseth against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so was this matter. And he obviously rised up against the man that was with her, knocked his ass out, snatched up his woman. But again, as I said prior, in the future, when this is going to occur, the man is going to be slain. There ain't going to be no knocking the dude out. The man's going to be put to death, and the woman's going to be snatched up. Okay, and it won't be no type of error like this when it's done. It won't be no type of sympathy, mercy, or compassion from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. It's going to be all out judgment on the earth. Okay. Verse 27, because she as it says, but unto the damsels thou shalt do nothing. It's like thou shalt do nothing. There in the damsel there's no sin worthy of death. So Deuteronomy 22 verse 27 is going to explain it. For he found her in the field, and again the field in this concept is the world, and she was with her husband. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried. And I'm pretty sure when she it's just like it. When he knocked out her man, I'm pretty sure she tried to fight back. She probably was crying immediately, scared, got to the rooftop, crying, begging and pleading. And as you heard, they said he was threatening her. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Probably threatened he was gonna throw her off of the rooftop, which he probably was gonna do anyway. Which would have been a stupid ass thing to do, because if you let's say that she didn't bite his reproductive organ, and she did it, and he climaxed, and he picked her up and threw her off the roof, his DNA would still be in her body, and they would have that. Okay, for he found her in the field, and the damsel, the betrothed damsel cried, and there was none to save her. And I'm pretty sure she cried and did this and did that, but the Lord put in her mind to bite this man's reproductive organ, and that gave her enough time to flee and seek out help from I guess the police if they were near, or somebody else, or whatever happened, however it happened. But yeah, man, this is coming to a town, a neighborhood, a city near you, man. This is just an example of what's going to happen, man. And it ain't gonna be no knockouts. It's gonna be executions, man. Okay, because everybody's at ease. Everybody think that these things can't happen to them, and these things won't happen. But hey, man, it's all part of prophecy that it's going to be a time and that has never been before, man. So I don't want to write this out, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.